Hey guys, it's Tim here from cleverbodybuilding.com and we're going to show you how easy and quick it is to prep your food. A lot of people say they haven't got a lot of time to prep. Is it laziness? Maybe so, but this is going to be a really quick way of doing it. Today we're going to do a pulled chicken dish, which I use a lot. It's really tasty. Okay, we're basically going to get a clock on the timer, and here is the clock. Okay, and as soon as I start cooking, I'm going to show you how quick this is. Okay, so what we're going to do first, we're going to turn this on, which is already done. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to get your scissors, we're going to get your diced onions, we're going to chop it, and then we're literally going to plonk it in there like so. There's one, done. Okay, here's the second one. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, and if you've got low time, buying a little bit of diced onion is not going to be a problem because you'll be able to afford it. It's only 50p for each one. Okay, in the bin. Okay, so from there, we're going to get your chicken. I buy the diced chicken because it's time saving. Okay, so this slow cooker will take around about 2 kilos worth of chicken. So there's one. Okay, we get the second one. Okay, 2. Right then, there was a little bit left in there. Okay, here's the third one. Okay, as you can see, guys, this is not taking long at all. All right, you can do this while adverts are on. All right, while you're watching your favorite TV programs. All right, so we've got 2 kilos worth of chicken in there. As you see, I'm tidying up here as I go along because I like to keep things nice and tidy. Next, you get your fajita seasoning. What you do is you plonk it in, just like that. Don't mess around. Okay, literally plonk it in. Right, lovely. And I'm going to put these in the bin before my hands get messy. So they go into the bin like so. And then we get right in here now. And all we do is we make sure it's all covered. So we're just going to mix it up. And then we're going to cover every bit. Now, the sink's got hot water in with soap already. So as soon as I've finished doing this and everything's covered, which is not far away off now, I'm going to wash my hands, and all we're going to have to do is chop up your peppers and your chilies, and then we're ready to just leave it to do what it needs to do. So that, done. So I'm going to come over here. I'm literally just going to wash my hands. Okay, so we can chop up. There you go, we're safe. In there. Right then, I plonk that on, keep the heat in. First things first, we'll do the peppers, and all we do is just take the pips out. All right, so we'll do that. Give it a bang. They'll be pretty much out now. All right, don't worry, you've got a few pips in there, it won't kill you. All right, and all we do is just slice it into little slices. Okay, like that. I ain't not the best chopper in the world, but again, it's just showing you how quick and easy this is to do. All right, there you go. And then this one, straight in there. And one more there, lovely. All right, and then we're doing the same with that. All right then, okay, so from there, we'll chunk that back off. That goes in. All right, again, don't worry about some of the seeds, it ain't gonna hurt you. Bit of fibre. Okay, and then we'll get the heat back in. I'll do exactly the same with the pepper, this other pepper. This is the most time-consuming job, but again, it ain't too bad either. All right, again, get those pips off. Don't worry if you get loads somewhere in there. All right, cut, cut, cut. And then we're literally slicing those up again. And look, we're nearly done already, guys. All right. You see that timer go in? You can't give yourself any excuse not to do this because it does not take any time whatsoever. All right. All right, we're done already. And as you can see from the worktop there isn't a hell of a lot of mess either. So this is very sort of easy to do without causing loads of mess in the house and getting people shouting at you. Okay, all right, you don't get my girlfriend won't be shouting at me for messing her kitchen up. Okay, so we've got pepper, Again, all you have to do here is chop the ends off these because, you know, we want some heat in that. Again, if you don't, these are only mild chilies, by the way, but just to give it a little bit of flavour. So we're just going to chop these up. All right, and we'll keep some of them seeds there because the seeds have got a bit of the heat in that we want. All right, and we won't therefore have boring food like some people cook very boring prep food. We want a little bit of flavour in here. All right, and I'll do a little bit of this. Was not going to have too many calories at all. It's only going to make it taste nicer. So put those chilies in there like that. Okay, and pretty much that's boxed off. I'm just going to tidy up. We'll keep the clock running until I tidy up. All right, just to show you how easy it is tidying up too. They go in there. All right, we'll put that in the sink. We'll get our cloth out. We'll just give this a little wipe down. Pick the seeds up from your hand. All right, we're all tidy here. That goes back in the bin. And voila. Okay, what we do is we keep this on low heat for 3 hours. Okay, we'll come back to that. In 3 hours, that should be looking nice. We may give it another hour just to tenderize a little bit more. So set your alarm clock, come back to it, and then we'll show you what to do after, all right? Okay, guys, chicken's on. So we're gonna do some potatoes to go with that. This is how quick and easy this is. So what you do is you open the bag up. We've got a nice microwaving dish here. Okay, we just chop these into 4. Okay, and all we do is lob them back in there. So I like to do quite a lot because I go for about a kilo of potatoes a day. You can do this before you go to bed, and when you wake up in the morning, they'll still be warm in the microwave, if you believe it or not, and they are. That's simple. I do that a lot. Okay, so we don't have to sit around waiting for the microwave to finish. You can literally put these in before you go to bed and they'll be ready for the next day, and you can just plonk them in the fridge. All right, so we've nearly finished that already. All right, this will last a lot of people a couple of days, maybe 3 days worth of food, if they're taking it to work and stuff, so you're away. All right then, these dishes are ace. Okay, no messing around with hobs and boiling water. All right, then you have to clean them afterwards. And I don't want to do any of that. Remember, we're trying to save time here, and that's what we're doing. So that's full. Okay, we've nearly done a whole kilogram worth of potatoes there. Well, actually 2.5 kilograms worth of potatoes, so that's probably about 1.5 kilos. Leave the top open so the air can get out, steaming them. All we're doing in here, chuck it in the microwave, and that goes on for, I always put on for 22 minutes, and it always goes quite nice. There you go, 22 minutes, that's done. So you can do that before you go to bed. You go to sleep, you come down in the morning, and then you can take that out of there and put it in the fridge, and that'll be fine. So again, easy prep. The only other thing you can do is do your broccolis or your greens, and that will take you minutes as well, okay? So, broccoli. Let's just mess around and chop it off there. Okay, some of them will fall off anyway, like that. And then all we have to do is just cut around there, like that. Oh, I dropped a couple on the floor, and then that's good. All right, so that'll do. 5 minutes in the microwave, and that'll be ready, and that can go on your food or in your fridge, all right, when it's cooled down. So we literally prepped everything, probably under 10 minutes there. We can go to bed, we can leave the potatoes in. You can actually leave that chicken overnight and it'll be really, really tender in the morning, but I always leave it for 3 or 4 hours. Okay, and then we're gonna show you what it looks like afterwards, when it's all done and ready, okay? Okay guys, once it's done, once it's ready, it's all falling apart in there, what I do is I portion it out into meals, and 2 kilograms of chicken will make 14 meals roughly, get a little bit more, and that's about 140 grams of chicken a meal. So I just weigh it out, portion it into 14 different sections, using a ladle into a bag, and then what I do is chuck them in the bag, let the air out, and then I just roll them into little sausages like so. These are frozen ones we did earlier. Okay, and all you do is you plonk those in the freezer, and then just stay there, and you just take them as you go. And I take 4 of them to work every single day. So I make my chicken and my potatoes and broccoli and all that separate in the morning, just plonk it together because that's already cooked. I take 4 of those in my bag, take it to work, and then all I do is microwave it together. It takes about 5 or 6 minutes, and then your meal's done. Okay, so we're gonna whack that in the freezer, just like I would. And because they're sausages, or sausage shapes, you don't take a lot of space, you can chuck a lot in one drawer of the freezer. So you actually are saving quite a lot of space there, which is always good, especially if you've got kid stuff in one, all right, treat stuff in another, all right. Okay, so that's that boxed off. Happy days. Well, we're going to show you the finished article when the potatoes are cooked, and then we'll have a little tasting session to show you how nice it is too. Chicken's done. Look at that, smells fantastic. Broccoli's cooked, and you've got your potatoes here, and they're all nice and freshly cooked too. All right, so what we do here, we're just going to ration it out. So if I was going to work, I'll put them in Tupperware dishes and take it to work. Obviously, this will be frozen, and these will be put in the Tupperware dishes separately. Okay, but we're at home now, and I'm hungry, and we're going to eat some food. So all we're going to do is we're going to measure out your potatoes, and I have about 250 gram of potatoes per meal. So that is around about, yeah, that's pretty good. How about that? And then I'll just chuck about a handful of broccoli on there, like so. And that will be one of the meals. So that, generally, I would have that around about sort of 6 times a day. And then I'd have sort of porridge and eggs in the morning. You know, and that's what we're doing. I mean, sometimes I'll put half an avocado on that if I need to get my fats up. But generalised, that is my meals. Okay? Well, hope you enjoyed that. I'm just going to give you a little idea of how this tastes, because it is lovely. Okay. Lots of flavour. That's not boring, it's wet, it's not dry. You're going to love that, guys. See you again next time.